If you want to lose your love handles in 2024, I promise you it's not as hard as you think. In fact, I would say any human being on the planet could literally lose their love handles in 90 days. And I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do to achieve that. As you can see, I'm here shopping. There's so many factors that help you lose your love handles, you would be surprised. And the key factor, and you probably know this, it's down to what you eat. It's down to being in a calorie deficit, because what are love handles? Love handles is basically fat stored around your hips. If you've got too much fat on your body, it's because your body is storing too much energy and it's not burning any calories, and you are basically eating too much and not training enough. So to actually lose your love handles, the very first thing to do is get in a calorie deficit, as you know. But I'm going to give you a bit more information than just that. You need to start picking nutrient-dense foods. These are foods that pack a ton of nutrients, but they haven't got too many calories. Things like fruits and vegetables, and minimizing your carb intake. Obviously, I like to have like potatoes, rice. I don't go too crazy with pasta and bread because they're calorie dense foods. So they have a lot of calories, but not as much volume. So the good thing about going for a volume approach and nutrient dense approach, you can eat a lot more food with less calories, which then means that I don't get hungry in my calorie deficit. So that's all you need to do. That's the first thing when it comes to losing your love handles. The second thing, which you probably are doing, or maybe you've tried to do, but you need to lift heavy weights. But it's not just about lifting heavy weights. It's also about having a structure around what you do. This structure is important. And the main thing I want you to try and do when you start lifting heavy weights is actually tracking every single workout and slowly improving the amount of weight you lift. It could be as little as 2.5 kilos on the bar each time. I don't care. You just have to make sure that you're progressively overloading the weight that you're lifting. This is going to allow you to build more muscle. And the benefit of building more muscle basically means that you're going to create a better shape to your body. And as you start to decrease your body fat, those love handles will start to go. It's really that simple. And I know it sounds like, wow, that's so easy, but it is that easy. The last thing is around rest and recovery. And a lot of people kind of overlook this, but you need to start thinking about it in a more pragmatic way. After a good, strong workout, basically what's happening is you create micro tears in the muscle. When you have these micro tears in the muscle, your rest and recovery is basically where the muscle recovers and gets stronger, which allows you to lift heavier and you feel better the next time that you work out. So your rest and recovery is a lot more important than you think. Simple things like making sure you're getting at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep, ideally 8 hours, but 6 or 7 is sufficient. Making sure you're getting enough protein during the day, ideally 1 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. So if I'm a 200-pound man, I'm getting a minimum of 200 pounds of protein. And also your mobility, stretching, and keeping yourself nice and supple. The reason that stretching is so important is because ultimately you want to be able to have a good full range of motion. So when you're lifting heavy weights, you want to be able to be strong in all ranges of motion, which means you have access to more muscle fibers, which then means that you build more muscle. So your mobility is actually important. And actually, I put that in my rest and recovery protocol because at the end of the day, I need to be able to rest and recover properly. So your love handles is not just about being in a calorie deficit. I think that we say that to people and it's such a blanket statement that people don't even recognize that it's more than being in a calorie deficit to lose your love handles. Your love handles will start to disappear when you actually start doing the right things. And that means eating correctly, eating lots of protein, eating with a volume approach, eating with a nutrient dense approach, and minimizing the calorie dense foods in your diet. Foods that have so much calories but not a lot of volume. My aim is I want to stay full on a calorie deficit. I don't want to be hungry, because if I'm hungry on a calorie deficit, I'm going to have poor choices when it comes to my food. So that's going to save you. That's how you're going to not have love handles, just like me, and you can stay lean all year round. I promise. I wouldn't ever lie to you. If you're watching this video, that is exactly what I do. And that's all you need to do. Cut out the bread. Don't have too much pasta. Don't drink your calories. Actually eat lots of protein and go for nutrient dense foods. That will make the world of difference to your body and your physique. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm on a rampage. I'm posting videos every day for the month of July. It's July 10th. This is my 10th video. Peace.